you guys? You're watching Cadley's Corner. I'm your host, Ashley, and I have two beautiful guests with me today.
Destiny.
Gabby.
And we are having a girls talk video for y'all. And we have a couple topics right here. We're going to get through them pretty fast, so don't worry about it. So first thing first, since this is like a friend and just relationship type video, we'll talk about how we met. I met Destiny on Bumble. And we were matches for about a year. We had each other's Instagram and close friends, but we actually had never hung out in person until one of our other close friends, she kind of put together a Bumble meetup where we met another group of our friends, which they're not here today, but I'm gonna get them in the video so y'all can get a Flossy Posse video.
Period.
So you're gonna meet the gang, and she also is TFP. She part of the gang. And I met Gabby through Destiny. And how y'all meet?
Gabby be beating my lashes, y'all. They look watery now. But yeah, Gabby be beating my lashes. That's where I met her.
Period. Mm-hmm. If you're in Atlanta, we're going to post all her information because y'all need a lash tech. So first things for real. First topic is friendships. I got a couple bullet points right here. So how do y'all set boundaries in friendships? And after you set them, how do y'all enforce them? And if it's hard for you, why is it hard? Or why do you think it's hard?
I feel like sometimes you don't really know what boundaries you need to set. Like, I'm trying to think of a boundary that I've set. I don't know.
Yeah,
I ain't know that part
either because I hate it, but like I'm such a people pleaser and I don't ever want to make anyone upset.
And that's actually something I had to learn.
Yeah.
That was a boundary I had to put up because I was a really bad people pleaser because I wanted to fit in really bad, especially like middle school and stuff. So I would do anything to be in with the in crowd. And even though they were like visibly bullying me, I would still like, when they asked for something like, oh, I got it and stuff. And like, you can use this, you can have that. Like I had to, when I got older, I realized how important it was for just me personally. Why I had to set those boundaries on my no me no, my yes me yes, and just what I'll let people get away with on top of me.
That's good. I actually do think I've set a boundary. One of my boundaries is you can't just call me whenever you feel like it. And how I enforce that is basically not answering the phone.
Period.
So that's one thing, because like I don't always want to talk.
We the do not disturb deputies.
Yeah,
don't call us.
Text me and I'll text you back. But yeah, I don't know. That's the only one I can think of.
In an emergency, call 911 because I'm not answering. Okay, do y'all have any friendship traumas? Or just stuff that you learned from your friendship traumas?
Yeah, that girl trying to be my boyfriend. I feel like, I don't know.
Anything you want to share?
I had a friend, and once I got my boyfriend, like, that was like the end of our friendship because she basically was trying to act like my boyfriend, like sending me paragraphs, you know, why haven't you called me? Why haven't you checked in with me? I haven't heard from you in a few days. Like a very high maintenance friend, but like it was beyond high maintenance. It was, she thought she was my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like, I don't know, I don't really think I have any trauma from that because I don't associate myself with people like that anymore. Like,
I guess I can talk about the instance where I had the friend that I always had to reach out to first. I'm not sure if I have trauma from it, but it kind of, like my family always asks about her. Like, oh, how's so-and-so doing?
Damn,
I'm just like,
that. They be so nosy.
I'm just like, she's good, because it's like, that's over with. Ooh. And that's been over with for like at least since 2021. And basically, I explained it on my channel. Basically, I had a friend that I always had to reach out to first. I stopped reaching out. She texted me like 5 months later, and that was that. But I don't know. That's the only thing that kind of made me feel like I'm never going to allow a friendship to get like that again. Like the second I feel like it's one-sided, I don't know if I'm going to just say something about it or if I'm going to just fall back.
I think you should say something, and then if it's not addressed or fixed, then fall back. But I feel like, you know, they may be acting that way because of reasons they didn't tell you about, you know, family problems, you know, whatever they got going on. Like, don't push them away. You know, ask, you know, you good, you know, you've been this thing, and if they're like, girl,
or they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't even know this.
Y'all can be like, beep, beep, beep,
different.
beep, beep, beep.
Okay, well, yeah, that's the only one I can think. What about you, Miss Miss, I done been through everything.
Not been through everything, but I do have friendship traumas, and it does bleed into like other relationships that I have. Like, going back to me being a people pleaser, like I had a friend where coming into 6th grade, I did have a girl that was my best friend. It was like mutually, like, yeah, you're my best friend, I'm your best friend, like it's mutual. But then I had another friend in my orchestra class where I was fond of her, but this was back when MySpace was cool, right? So I did my top friends. You know, I used to be coding the mess out of my MySpace. Like that thing was on 10. And so I came into class one day and she was like really pissed at me because she wasn't in my like top friends on MySpace.
Oh my God.
And she's just like, I'm supposed to be her best friend. Da, da, da. And from that moment on, like, I'm just like, oh my God, like I don't want to hurt her feeling. Like if she thinks she's my best friend, I'm like, no, like I'll put you in there. And thus started us being best friends. And there would be times where like she would come into orchestra like, and I'm the only person she's not talking to, like stone cold shoulder,
Yeah, cold shoulder.
Just mad at me, and I'll be like asking her like, you know, what did I do wrong? Like what's wrong? And that would make me feel bad because it's somebody that I think I could connect with, and I'm seeing her like frolic and talk to other people, and like they will go by and then she'll start talking to me like the next day or the next 2 days later. She was like, oh, I just wanted to be mad at you that day. You didn't do anything. And didn't really know too much about toxic relationships, and I would just let her do it like repeatedly for the next 3 years, and we would still be friends. But coming into high school, I became really depressed, suffering from anxiety as well. And I remember it became like a little trio where we became best friends with this other girl who was also in our orchestra class. Another mutual friendship, but still. And when I realized, like, you know, I need to talk to somebody, of course the first people you talk to is going to be your friends. So I texted them separately, and I'm just like, hey, like, you know, I'm really going through stuff right now. This is how I feel. Like I don't want to be here anymore. I don't really know how to explain these feelings, but this is what I think it feels like. It's not like I don't really feel any self-worth. Of course I can articulate it as good as I can now, but boiled down, that's what it was. And the other one, not the top friends one, the other one, she was just like, Ashley, I don't care about your problems. I only care about my problems and the top friend girl problems. And I was just like, okay,
dang,
okay. And then I was talking to the other friend, and like she wasn't as harsh, but she was just like, you know, you're only feeling this for a little bit. Like you're gonna get over it. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. And those two things, even though they did apologize for it years later, it still affected me to the point where I have a really hard time with like opening up to like my current friends or just my family about certain things. Cause like, y'all are the people who I think care about me the most, but this is how you responded to me in a situation where I needed you. And granted, in high school, you don't really know certainly how to respond to certain things, but like, I don't care about your problems.
You said this was in high school?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if it was in middle school, I'd be like, oh, they just didn't know how to be friends. But I feel like when you were in high school, then you know, like it's not like it was 10 years ago. Like our generation, we talk about this type of stuff. So I don't know.
That's true.
Maybe the reaction could have been, but like
should have been better.
Yeah. Like my friend say something like that, I'm be like, you good? Are you okay? And like it's easy for me to say that now. I don't know how I'll react in high school, but dang.
Yeah, like they did apologize like years later, but like I mean the damage is done.
Cause what if you would have did something to yourself?
Yeah, everybody on Instagram talking about they miss me. You did not miss me.
She was everything. She was so lovely.
I should have listened when you reached out to me.
She was my bestie. I was in her top 10 on Facebook. Bitch. Oh, girl, bye.
But yeah, so that was a situation. That's something that I still work on. Like I be trying to like tell people stuff, but then somebody else pointed out to me like I'll reach out to somebody, like I might want to vent or something, and they don't respond like immediately, and I'd be like, okay, I tried. Never mind. I'll see you in like 2 months. I'm gonna go isolate myself. So I had to grow from that, and it did, because of the like top friends girl, I did end up losing a friendship because you know your fight or flight senses when you're trying to heal and stuff. You don't want to be triggered by stuff. You feel like you're healed until you're in that situation to be triggered again. So I had a friend in 2021 that put me in that same situation, that how I felt with the other girl. And so my fight or flight kicked in, and I was just like, yeah, I gotta literally stop sharing my location, stop following her. Cold turkey, because I was just like, I'm not gonna give somebody else a chance to do that to me again.
Yeah, that was traumatizing
Like
before.
yeah, I'm not gonna give you the chance. And like, she reached out, but she kind of reached out in the sense like she already had her mind made up. She just want to say she reached out. So when I spoke to her, she was just like, do you think I'm jealous of you? Like, do you think like I just worry about you all this time and da da da? And like, she felt like I need to take accountability for stuff. And I'm just like, I'm actually really good at taking accountability. You know, I can do that. And at the time, I feel like because we were already at odds, we weren't gonna mend that friendship. Yeah. We both saw it a certain way. I felt like she was the only one at fault. She felt like I was the only one at fault. But now, 2023, I feel like we kind of both were at fault. And if we had a mature conversation, it would probably be like, you know, maybe we can be cordial. I'm not going to say that we can just be back into being soulmate friends, but I do know looking back, I could have handled that differently, but I'm better now. Yeah. That actually brings me to my next one. How do y'all feel about rekindling friendships?
Ooh.
No.
Oh. Wait, no. I see both sides.
I feel like we stopped being friends for a reason. Like, and I had a friend, my girlfriend. We broke up, and she tried to rekindle it, and it's just not the same.
The damage is done.
Yeah, it doesn't ever feel the same.
I feel like it depends. I keep seeing stuff like this on Twitter because, you know, Kendall and Jordan, they just became friends again or whatever.
Who was that?
Kendall Jenner.
Oh, I didn't know.
Kylie.
Oh, I didn't know.
See, they all with the like shit. I don't know the bitches. Kylie Jenner and Jordan Woods, they just started back being friends, I think, because it was like a picture of them.
I did see that.
I feel like it depends on what made the friendship end. If it was like a minor miscommunication.
Oh, just went to your messages.
Girl, don't scroll too much. No. If it was a minor miscommunication, it can be worked out and y'all can talk about it and y'all can be cordial associates. Y'all don't have to be besties again. Mm-hmm. But if it was like betrayal, disrespect, distrust, disloyalty, hell no. Mm-hmm. Why would I want to be friends again with somebody like that?
Yeah,
I feel the same.
A lot of people feel like, you know, you can give that man multiple chances.
I don't give men multiple chances, so that don't apply to me.
I don't give them no more chances now.
You get one time to mess up with me, and I'm texting your daddy.
I'm texting your mama because the daddy probably not be there.
Ooh.
But I feel the same as Destiny. I feel the same as Destiny. I feel like it does depend on the situation. Like I was saying with the 2021 girl, I just feel like the maturity level wasn't there, and I was still kind of healing because me and top friends kind of just fell out around that time too. I feel like if we had a conversation today, it would be different, and we could approach it differently instead of her being like super defensive and just me like you. I feel like differently we could. I think I spilled a little. Sorry. I feel like we could rekindle that friendship. Now, it's gonna be the same close list. Not sure, but other friends. What did Riley say on the Boondocks?
I say toss her groupie ass out the window and let that hoe stargaze from outside.
No, we not doing that.
I don't know. With the friend I gave y'all the example about that I always have to reach out to, if she wanted to rekindle,
She gotta plan 7 events first.
Yeah, she gotta like do all that.
Because
what they say on Love Island, she got a grab.
Yeah, grab. Because I mean, I already, you know, we in it for a reason, basically. So I don't even know if
you poured the glass right here. She got to bring that to the top or something.
Because it's like that was when I was in my middle school, high school, early 20s. I'm about to be 25. I'm entering a different chapter in my life now, so we probably won't even have nothing in common anymore. Like I don't even know you no more because 19-year-old Destiny is not 24-year-old Destiny.
I know that's right.
Period. So,
all right. What are your friendship icks?
Are those red flags? I know what ick is.
Like
they make you be like ew, but not cut them off. Let me see.
When a friend don't want to be in the video, but she here.
Oh! You want me to turn again? No, don't do that.
She gonna leave for real. She gonna leave.
That's an ick.
No, I'm just messing with her.
Let me see an ick.
I don't know. When I think of icks, I instantly think of men. Like,
oh, I got one.
Don't worry, that's in my relationships.
I got one. Ick for me, it won't make me cut you off, but it'll be like, girl, one that always only reach out to you
When they want something.
when they want something. Like, bitch, I'm good. How are you?
Okay, that's different.
No.
For me, no, I'm saying it's still an ick, but like, just ask me what you want. Don't small talk
Get to the
me.
point. Hey, girl. And then
Don't.
sometimes people don't even ask that though. They just, I don't know. I just feel like if you're gonna be a friend, be a friend. Like, you don't want nobody hitting up you if you just want something. So don't do it to me. What's yours?
Whenever they don't make a big deal out of your birthday, but then make a big deal out of their birthday.
Oh my god.
Like,
The way I fell out with somebody
Girl,
over that.
I
We
had a
rekindled
friend.
that friendship.
I gotta give y'all an example. I had a friend. She had like 3 other best friends. I don't really care about that because I mean I got other friends too.
I had
She
to
would
learn
go
that.
all out for her friends' birthdays, but for me, she'd be like, "Happy birthday!" And she'll post about it on Twitter. But for her other friends, she would post it on every app, long paragraphs. I used to be like, "Am I the drama, or am I like feeling some type of way because of like I'm being messy, or is she really like being weird?"
right. And think of like, I'm sorry.
you
Another one
good.
is like, they'll show up for, you know, if y'all want to go to the club, if you want to do this, want to do that, they're there. But then when it's like big life important events like graduation or something like that, all of a sudden they're
They busy or they got.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. No matter what you think, don't let people gaslight you. It is that deep. I don't care what it is. Friend favoritism is 100% real. Everyone has experienced it in their life. It is that deep.
Yeah.
Like, period. It's that deep. Like she said, like you said, I fell out with a friend over my birthday because I would go all out for her birthday. Even when I was working a call center job that was not trying to get us off, and I did everything to got off for her birthday. And then my birthday, she was just like, oh, like, I got my wickets messed up. Like, I'm actually supposed to be doing this right now.
Yes.
And it hurt my feelings.
Ooh.
And I was
a friend that was like, my hair not done. I'm like, bitch, my birthday the same day every year. You need to get your hair done.
maybe I do got some trauma.
Yeah.
She bringing up stuff that's making me think.
Yeah, but that's why I'm
your
just-
hair not done.
It took us months to like rekindle because I was just like, nah, there's no way. Like, and then it was also because I was also having issues with another friend where I was just like, there's no way you talked to me my entire birthday. You knew what we were doing that night. I drove all the way from Statesboro to Atlanta 3 hours talking to you right before the reservation. You have a good night tonight.
Oh, she knew she wasn't coming. She was
You
buttering
didn't say
you
nothing.
up. She was
And my-
buttering you up.
and my
She
thing
was
is,
like,
if you
I
just
talk to her
say-
all day, she won't be mad.
Okay, but my
Nah.
thing is, if you're just not gonna come, like,
say
just say
that.
that. I'm not gonna take offense to it, but like, both of them happened at the same time. I was just like, no, there's no way.
And they'll
Everybody
make you
cut
feel
off.
like you going crazy, and then you'll start gaslighting yourself.
And
Like,
y'all know
am
I
I the
will.
problem? You're not the problem.
I feel like I got trauma from where, like, you know, my friends like to go out of state for their birthday. So, you know, Chicago, Houston, wherever. But, you know, I'm paying $400 flight tickets. I'm paying for my Airbnb. Like, I'm doing all of this. And then when it's my birthday and it's time to go out
Crickets.
the state, nobody can go.
Yeah.
Nobody got the funds. But it's like, I made
Make
up the
sure
funds.
you got your stuff
Right.
for everybody.
And, like,
yeah.
Just showing up for your friends.
Reciprocity, what we were saying. Yeah.
That was a good one. You got us. You got
That's
us
what I thought
talking.
about when you said it, but I didn't say nothing.
Like, it's just.
I got room right here. Crystal giving us the ink, y'all.
But no, it just, those certain things, you're just kind of like side-eyeing, but the icks, they go up. Y'all might discuss it and y'all might work it out, but the icks keep going up until one day you're just like, it's not worth the
I
friendship.
got a question though, because I'm the type of friend where you do something, I'm going to side-eye you, and I'm going to start slowly cutting you off. But I feel like I'm probably being not a good friend by addressing it. But I feel like it's common knowledge and common sense to show up for the people that show up for you. So am I the drama for just cutting you off, or should I like talk to you about it? Like, oh, I feel like you double. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to do that because you know you're wrong.
Okay, I feel like it depends on the situations, because sometimes because of how people were raised, they might not know they're wrong. But like your birthday, that's different. Like, come on, you talking about your hair not done, and we've been friends for how many years?
And you knew
know my
was
birthday.
coming. We've been talking about my birthday.
That's why I'd be like, when people be like, y'all take birthdays too serious. It's the one day a year.
Because you knew.
Yeah, and it made me feel like I'm not even about to address you because you should know better. Cause I don't care if my hair not done. Your birthday, we finna turn up.
I literally slicked
I
my
might not
hair
be no
down
pictures.
this morning to be out tonight.
Yeah.
And I was finna look like,
who did it and why?
I feel like Cynthia from Rugrats for like a week if my friend wasn't in town, because I was not going nowhere. I got that best parking spot in the parking garage too. I wasn't going nowhere. But that's what I'm saying. It depends on the situation, because some people just really, people can't read your mind. Sometimes you do need to communicate with people. You do need to talk it out. Like, I knew this girl, she cut two people off, and it was just like she was taking tallies on everything.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm that friend.
But the thing is, she's taking tallies on stuff like you would have never thought about it.
Yeah.
Like somebody was,
picking.
yeah, like she was like one of the girls she cut off, she was just like, oh, like your hair is really pretty. And then the other friend was just like, oh, like my hair is similar to her texture. So that friend was just like, oh, how long is your hair? She was like, oh, my hair is like a little bit, like probably an inch or two past that friend's hair. So she put a tally. These bitches don't like my hair length.
I'm the type of friend where like, if you do something, I'm not gonna cut you off immediately. You just gonna go from best friend to friend. And if you do something else, you can go to friend to associate. You do something else, you go.
You believe in the friendship hierarchy. That's how I am.
But I'm not gonna say nothing. You pissing me off, so you just keep like, I'm gonna stop communicating less. I'm gonna start communicating less and less.
I feel like it has to be really blatantly obvious. Like, if you trip me going down the stairs,
like, come on,
and you act like you don't know you tripped me, tally, because you knew you tripped me.
But I also feel like whenever you have like a really close relationship with your friends, I feel like you should be able to argue like sisters, and then like the relationship stay the same. Like, as long as it doesn't go past.
Zoom in on her.
But that has
As long as it doesn't-
has to come with changed behavior too.
Yeah,
And sometimes I feel
but-
like people set in their ways, so it's no point in me even doing it.
Yeah, but I also feel like
notification bar down.
I feel like people are raised in different areas. So like, me and you we may not be nothing alike. Me and you may not be nothing alike, and we may disagree on things, but that doesn't mean that we're not good friends.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's where healthy debates come into play. That's what I was saying.
That's why I need to start communicating. But I just be tired of these bitches. Not these bitches.
No, I be tired of bitches too, but like certain situations, I'm just like, I'm tired of the excuse for the fallout being miscommunication. At this point, even if I don't want to talk, I'm just like, okay, like, look, you really hurt my feelings about this. I'm gonna explain it from my point of view. Oh, that's another friendship ick. They're always right, no matter what. They're always right.
You knocking shit down.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's
Wait, where's my
foot?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
I got another friendship ick. Whenever they can express their problems with you, but whenever you express your problems with them,
You did this to me.
That's a
Remember when you did that?
relationship.
When you did that is too.
I was in a relationship like that where whenever he had a problem with, it wasn't even no real relationship, it was a situationship. Whenever he had a problem, we talking about it, but when I got an issue,
now it's your fault. Like, it's
he don't want to
switched
hear it.
around,
He don't want to talk about the hard conversations that's bothering. What the hell is she? What is she doing?
I was about to tell you I did the
Like, she's so petty. But yeah, he don't want to address hard conversations when he in the wrong. But he ready to tell me what I did. A, B, C. Like,
That was my
They can
ex,
dish
and
it
that
out,
shit broke
but
my
they can't
heart
take
because I'm
it.
just like, bro, like every time we would get in arguments like that, I would be, and that was for the relationships.
my bad.
Jumping ahead, but I was
Okay.
just like, like when he would be like, okay, but you do this, you do that, and I would just, and that got to a point, I was just like, why didn't you bring it up at that moment? I'm bringing it up at this moment because this is affecting me. Why aren't you bringing it up at that moment? We'll be right back after the commercial break.
Oh, baby, I can pop out right now, pull my big one on these hoes. Damn, I'm not acrobatic, I'm not flipping on my bro.